I'm 49 years of age now, and I started playing trumpet when I was 9. So I've been playing the trumpet for 40 years, but I've been in music since I was 4 years of age. So I guess you can tack another 5 years onto that, you know.
Right.
And but I started in Montreal, Canada, and I came to this country in 1949. And I played with the Kenton Band and the Charlie Barnett Band and Jimmy Dorsey and those bands. And the Kenton Band was where I did most of my featured things, and that's where I gained my initial reputation, and then started my own American band. You know.
Right. Now, when did you leave Kenton's band and start your own? That was about late '50s, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah. And that was when I first started my own band, and I had that for about 7 years. A little bit more than that, about 9 years. And then I broke up that band, and I went to live in Europe. And I lived 5 years in England and Spain, and 2 years in the southern tip of India. And then I went back to London, and that's where I cut the first Columbia albums. That's when I first was signed to Columbia, which was about 6 years ago, 7 years ago, that's right. And started doing that MF Horn series.
Right.
And that's the ones with MacArthur Park and Eli's Coming, and from that era. And I started getting more and more into the Today things, you know, and which has now suddenly turned to magic with the theme from Rocky and the Conquistador album, you know.
I know there's a lot of people that must say, or must go to concerts expecting to hear the Maynard Ferguson a la Stan Kenton with the really big band swing type stuff, and then you're getting into all this with a lot of electronic stuff. How do you feel about that?
Well, I tell you what, I'm a believer in that an artist must remain true to himself and what turns him on, because that's how the magic goes out to the audience and comes back in return. And to me, being creative and being a performer and a recording artist all means change. That you should be in a constant thing of change, not with the idea of we'll sell more records if I change, but the idea being that I don't start pumping it out the same as I did the night before, and that type of thing. Now that works for certain artists, and doesn't work for others. I fall in the category of I like it all to be a thing of fun, joy, adventure, and doing new things. And I feel very great about my music. I enjoy my music, and part of that is being a part of today and not being too involved in yesterday. You'll still notice at my concert last night that I did Sonny Rollins' Origin,
right,
and I did Two for Otis, Don Menza's composition, and those are two great things from my big jazz band era, which was the Birdland days. I played both those things in Birdland, so you will always notice that my concerts do have a strong smattering of that, you know.